really unhealthy or really sick. I never had a health crisis as a result of that, but I realized this isn't right for me. And we've seen so many people who they got so wrapped up in, well, I can't eat out because of seed oils or because of plastic or and I can't go to this meeting because it's going to be indoors in the middle of the day and I got to get my sunlight, and I can't, talk to my best friend on the cell phone because it's going to give me brain cancer. And, there are hazards. You do have to weigh those against the power of positive social connection. But the truth is that we've seen over and over again that we've had people who didn't clean up their EMF environment, didn't go all in on fixing their diet, didn't eat a local, seasonal, organic, gluten, dairy, soy, corn, GMO, free, fair trade diet, and they got better. A big piece of what predicted their success was that they had positive social connection. They went to church. They had groups of friends and family who were uplifting and positive and encouraged them. And part of what we do, if you're a client, is we will ask you, what progress are you making? And then when you come in, you say, this is better, that's better. I'll usually do this big double fist bump or fist pump because I'm excited. And so that's a big win and I'm there to celebrate. And that's what positive social connection, that's part of it. That's part of what we supply to people. But you have to also have this in your own day-to-day life.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if you're gonna like go in the right direction, you have to have that human interaction. You can do all the things we talked about, but if you're lonely and you don't get any human interaction, unless you're a really special person, you're going to have some serious problems. There's that guy that lived up in Alaska in a cabin by himself and filmed it, like, and he did fine with that. But most people can't do stuff like that. So having community, and a lot of it is a lot of the times people, I know with me, a big part of the problem where I would struggle with social connection because I wasn't healthy enough to have positive relationships, right? So a lot of times people are blaming others or looking at situations and they're always coming up with excuse like, oh, this went bad, this person screwed me over, this, da, 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 da. Then they slow down enough to look inside. Like with myself, I had to look at myself and be like, well, maybe I'm not handling things very well. Maybe I'm doing things because of the way I was raised or what was done to me. I'm not treating people as well as I should. I'm not dealing with people in the way I should. So a lot of times, a lot of it's slowing people down enough to realize, hey, I've got to make some changes in myself so I can have a healthy relationship with others, because a lot of people that aren't in a good place just can't have a good connection with other people because they don't know how to deal with it, or they just don't know how to act appropriately. So that's a big part of it as well. A lot of what we do is getting people to slow down and take a hard look at themselves. And many times the key to having good social connection is having a good relationship with yourself and actually loving and caring for yourself. One, if you love and care about yourself, you're going to set up boundaries with other people. You're not going to accept being treated poorly. And two, you're going to attract people who are also in a good place, because when you're in a bad place, you tend to attract people that are in a bad place. When you're in a good place, you tend to attract people that are in a better place,
And one of the things that I alluded to that, Jim's also mentioning here is that you may find that some of the reason you fail to see results, fail to make progress, is that people in your life may really, truly be holding you back. And that's really not for us to tell you. I don't think it's healthy for us to say or pass judgment on your relationships and how other people are relating to you. There's no element of what we do where you have to do the work and the thinking more than this social connection piece and what we might call mind-body medicine. And mind-body medicine, for those of you who don't know, is medicine that's all about how what goes on in your head, your self-talk, your thoughts, your ideas, your beliefs will affect your body, and vice versa. What happens in your body can affect your brain. I have a mind-body medicine protocol that we include in our memberships and our programs that I send to patients, have shared with patients, and I often adjust the books, but it's basically a list of books. And these are the most important books for understanding our relationships with ourselves, our relationships with one another, and also finding real actionable steps that we can take in order to improve our overall health and well-being.